Hi everyone, I'm Bihan Chakraborty and today I'll be discussing the problem number 121, that is best time to buy and sell stock. So this is the first problem of February monthly challenge 2022 and I've already finished this one today. So it's a very popular problem and it has a lot of variations. You can see it through here. It has 2, 3, 4 and many others, and these are much harder, and this one's the easiest. Okay, so I'll be creating videos on those as well in the future. So let's start with this one. I'll be showing two approaches here. One will have space complexity of O of n and another space complexity of O of 1, and both will have time complexities of O of n. Okay, so what's said in the question? Let's see. We have been given an array and which contains the prices of a given stock for the ith day. Okay, so we need to find the maximum profit that we can gain by buying and selling the stock for only once. So how can we gain a profit? We can gain it by like buying a stock at the minimum price and selling the stock at maximum price, right? So let me go here. Okay, so yeah. So if I buy at rupees 7, these are the prices. Okay, so if I buy at rupees 7, can I sell at rupees 1, 5, 3, 6 or 4 to gain a profit? No, because it is the largest price. I cannot buy at 7 and sell at 5. Then I'll have a loss of 2. I need a profit. So minus 2 won't ever be an answer. Negative won't be ever an answer because 0 is better than like getting a loss, right? If I don't buy a stock, that's better than selling it at a loss. So 7 is not an option. Okay. Now another thing, I cannot buy at 5 and sell at 7 because these are the days. Okay. So this is day 0, this is day 1, this is day 2, this is day 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So I cannot buy at day 3 and sell at day 1, right? So I have to follow this order. So suppose I buy at day 1, then I can sell in all these 4 days to gain some profit. So if I buy at 1 and sell at 5, the profit would be 4. If I buy at 1 and sell at 3, the profit would be 3 minus 1, 2, 6 minus 1, 5, and 4 minus 1, 3. So what is the maximum profit here? 5. So that means I can say that my maximum profit is when I buy at rupees 1 on day 2 and sell at rupees 6 on day 5. So this is my maximum profit, right? So now how to approach this? So in the first approach, let me create an empty array here that will initially store the maximum price up till a given day. Okay, so let me create this. Yeah, so for we will start from the end. So suppose I am at day 6. Okay, so let me change the color. Yeah, while I am at day 6, what is the maximum profit? Sorry, not profit. What is the maximum price that I have after day 6? Now there's nothing after day 6, right? So it will be 4. It will be 4 because there's nothing after day 6. So coming to day 5, what is the maximum price up till day 5? We have just 4 and 6 here. So what is the maximum? 6. We will have 6. Now moving to day 4, what is the maximum? 6. Now day 3, what is the maximum? 5 or maximum up in here. So maximum in this 3 is 6, and 6 and 5, between 6 and 5 it is 6. So this will be 6 as well. Now moving to 1, what is maximum? Of course 6, and at 7 it is 7 because in this sub array the maximum is 6 and maximum between 6 and 7 is 7. So this is my final result. Okay, now in the next we will, like after we have finished the loop starting from the end to the start, now we will again loop, and this time from start to end. Now we will check, like if I sell on this day and I know what is the maximum that comes after this day, right? Like given day 1, we can find through this array that what is the maximum price I have in these days and including this day as well, though we cannot sell it at that day yet. So what is the maximum if I buy at day 1 and sell at day 1? That would be this 7 minus this 7. Let me change the color. This 7 equals to 0, right? So if I like, there's no profit. So let's ignore this one. Let's move on. If I buy at 1, what is the maximum price in this sub-array? That is 6. We have it stored here, and this is, you can consider this as a DP table because that is what it's doing. We are pre-computing the results, so we can reuse that. So let me write it, 6 minus 1 equals to 5. Now previously it was 7 minus 7 equals to 0. This is 6 minus 1 equals to 5. For day 3, if we buy at rupees 5, and what is the maximum? 6. So if I buy at sell at 6 and buy at 5, my maximum is 1. Now if I do this for all of them, okay, so let me write it quickly. 6 minus 3, 6 minus 6, 3. Okay, so now I have 6 values, these 6 values. Now the answer is the maximum among all of these. 5 is the answer then. Among all of these values 0, 5, 1, 3, 0, 0, what is the maximum? 5. So I can say that 5 is the maximum profit I can gain. Now the question has asked you to only find the profit. It hasn't asked you which day you have to buy and sell. So we don't need to keep track of the indices, just the profit. Okay. So let me show you the approach here. So this is the length of the array n. I'm creating an empty array and filling it with zeros initially, and the size of the array is n, same as the prices. Okay, so now let me like put some gap here. Max value is the last value. Okay, currently we're keeping the maximum, tracking the maximum, so it is the last value. Initially we are starting from the end, so it is 4. Let me zoom in a bit. Yeah, so it's 4. Now we are since there's nothing after 4, because this is the end, we are filling it uh, with 4, like max profits of n minus 1 equals to prices of n minus 1, because this is the only thing I can do. This is the only operation I can do right now. Now this is the same kind of like prefix sum, if you are familiar with it. We are starting from the second last element, that is from 6, and just finding the maximum up till now. So between 4 and 6 the maximum is 6, so I'm just putting the maximum in that particular slot of the max profits array. Now moving to 3, we are like checking the which is maximum, max val or 3. Max val was 6. Between 6 and 3, 6 is maximum, so I'm putting like max profits of 4 equals to 6. Like that I'm filling the whole array. Now after it is filled, I'm doing this thing. I'm starting from 0 and going till the end, and I'm searching for the maximum between this. Max value is initially 0 because this is the base case, and I'm searching what is the maximum profit I can gain. That this is the maximum value I can get after index I, and prices I is the one I buy at. So like when we get the difference is the profit here. It can be profit or loss. So this is the profit, and we are finding the maximum profit here. So this is the first approach, and we are returning the value. So I think it is clear. So if it's not clear, just comment down below. I'll be glad to clear all of the doubts. And now moving to the next approach, where we don't need the array. Okay, so let's move to the editor. Let me clear everything out. Okay, so yeah. So now let me just show you the code once, because the code is very short. We have a main value, a variable that will keep track of the minimum, and maximum will keep track of the maximum value. So I'm looping the whole array. It is for each loop. So it is the value of the current index. Okay, so this is 7, then 1, then 5, like that. So minimum is just finding the minimum up till now. So what is the minimum value? It's just the mean function. So at 7 minimum is 7, then at 1 minimum is 1, then at 5 minimum is 1, of course, at 3 also minimum is 1, and up till the end the minimum will be 1 only. But what about this condition? Okay, so we are checking if it is greater than min, that is, suppose I'm at 5, minimum is 1, so obviously my minimum cannot be 5 here, so I'm checking if it is not min, then we are like updating the max. What we're doing is we are finding the difference between that element and the minimum element we have found up till now. Because if you see the previous approach, what did we do? We found the minimum element here and we sold it to the maximum, because we could have say sold, like bought it on 3 or 5 as well and sold it at 6, but we didn't. Of course, to maximize our profit we have to buy at the minimum price, so that is why we chose 1. So here also we are searching for the minimum, and once we find a minimum and then move on to the next element, we check if it is greater than minimum, and if it is greater than minimum, that means it's a possible day to sell the stock. So we will check if we can sell at that day and what is the profit for that. So let me erase this and write on it. While my minimum is 1 and I'm at 5, 5 is greater than 1. So what I'm checking, 5 minus 1, it's 4. So I'm updating the max to 4. So currently max equals to 4. Okay, so I'm moving it to 3 then. My iterator goes to 3. So 3 minus 1 is 2. So 3 minus 1 equals to 2. So I will check whether 4 is greater or 2 is greater. So I saw 4 is greater. So I can say that up till now, up till day 4, it's best to sell at day 3 and not day 4. So I'm moving now to day 5. At day 5, the price is 6. So 6 minus 1 equals to 5. So I'm checking whether 5 or 4 is greater, of course 5. So we will update the max. That means up till day 5, selling at day 5 is the best case here. Now moving to day 6, 4 minus 1 equals to 3, and 3 is less than max, so we won't do anything. So the maximum is 5. So we will return the max. So this is the code, and if you have any doubts on this one, please comment below. I'll be glad to answer them. And thank you for watching. If you have liked my video, please like and subscribe to my channel. And I'm creating the whole playlist for this February long challenge, so I'll be uploading a video each day, and if I miss one, I'll be uploading it the next day. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video.